All right, so we are like 13 days into October and we are still getting sneak peeks for the September update. Feels weird, man, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at what CM Fragment had to say this time around, and let's take a look at the Blade uniform because it is finally time. Now, let me go ahead and say this, man. Let's reserve all judgment for when we all get to play with this uniform for ourselves, okay? And also, let's not expect anything to be different in what we saw weeks ago, because by expecting things to be different, changed, improved, what have you, you're basically setting yourself up to be disappointed, right? At least if you have no expectations and they do improve something, then it's good, right? But then if you expect something and then there's nothing, then you're disappointed, right? Anyways, greetings. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. One last hero joined the team that will assist in the battle at the Hotel from Hell. His excellent swordsmanship will turn the tides of war. Blade joins the fray. All right, so let's jump over to YouTube here really quickly and let's take a look at this thing in full screen. All right, so we got the uniform options. Music's in the background, pretty dope. Okay, uniform options. We have Red Skull, which is really good. Everybody, I would highly recommend this uniform. If you don't have it, get it on Black Friday. He may not be super meta, but if you like the character, he's pretty good, especially if you awaken him. The next uniform I'm not too fond of. I definitely feel like this was one of the laziest uniforms that Marvel has ever made. Ever. It looks beautiful. Fantastic, right? But it's one of those uniforms where it's a visual change and not much else, right? It's better than the base kit for Emma Frost, but it's not better than, it's give or take, better or worse than the uniform that she had previously, right? So the fact that they keep putting it in the uniforms as an option to get you more stats basically tells me that because they didn't make enough money off of this uniform, because it wasn't that good of an upgrade for Emma Frost, they're gonna keep sticking it into other uniforms. That way people will buy it for the optional bonuses, right? Because this is, I believe, gonna be the physical attack slot or the HP slot for Blade. So if you're a super fan of Blade, then you're absolutely going to need to get that. It's not a spot that you can skip out on, right? Because you're going to either lose damage or survivability. So that kind of sucks. The next uniform, I believe this is this the Endgame one? The Endgame and the Infinity War kind of look the same in terms of like the headpiece. So it might be, I think it might be Endgame. Endgame also didn't sell very well for War Machine because Infinity War was basically the exact same thing. It was just maybe a little bit more damage with this uniform, which honestly you didn't need because he was already like decent enough. He just was lacking some survivability, and I don't think he really got that. So this might be a uniform just like Emma Frost where it's not worth buying. So even if you like Blade and you pick up this uniform, you might just be looking at two slots where you want to skip over. Next one is Black Widow. This is a really good uniform for her. So we got two good ones, right? And two not so good ones. And this one is even worse because Emma Frost is a crystal lock character. So to get her uniform ranked up to Mythic, you're going to need to buy more bios for her for crystals or use a Mega Mythic uniform ticket on this uniform. Ew, that's disgusting. I think I have her at like Heroic or maybe a Mythic at this point, from like a free ticket that I got from an event or something. But if you're free to play or a budget, yeah, it's a lot for Blade. I'm just saying. Then we have this uniform, not really that good. So we got three bad options in here. Like this makes the thing better, but it just makes him better for Shadowland. Like he's not really good for anything else. He's basically just a support character for the Fantastic Four, and he doesn't need a uniform to be that. The uniform doesn't make him better as a supporter, nothing like that. Just makes him a better character, but it's not even that much better. Like, sure, you can use him for World Boss, but you have better options. If you want a tank that's gonna do damage, you would go for like Immortal Hulk, right? You over the thing. Just saying. Anyways, moving on, we have active skill effects. We have silence, bleed, stun, and burn. So if Blade's damage is good enough without his defense down, he could see some play in ABX. And I might try him out on the combat superhero day, maybe all raged out and all that stuff. So we have 6 seconds of invincibility and 5 seconds of immunity, which is very good. It means he's going to tank a bit, but without a heal. You're still probably going to want to play him with anti-venom, because invincibility and immunity doesn't mean you are invulnerable when you play any game mode at all. Right? I was going to say world boss, but any game mode at all, whether it's PvE or PvP, there's a thing called penetration, which will just go through either invincibility, which can be stripped away from you by the purifying wind, or like the blue bubbles that Thanos throw out at you, those cosmic energy things, or the immunity, which can be penetrated by the purple attacks that every single world boss has, or just skills in the game in general that says they can penetrate immunity. So you're not invulnerable to everything just because you have these effects, but they are good to have because they do protect you against certain abilities, all right, or certain characters that don't have these abilities. Moving on, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so we are on stage 60 and they have some tips for us. So they are using Taskmaster and Nick Fury. So they're basically confirming what I pretty much feel is going to be the case. Because his defense now only stacks up to 50%, it's probably going to be way better to use Nick Fury's leadership. So you get the attack buff from the leadership plus Nick Fury's tier 2 passive alongside Taskmaster's tier 2 passive and Taskmaster's uniform bonus. So that's pretty good. So stage 60, no strikers, that's very good. Start your combo with skill 5 for invincibility and to apply all defense down. Okay, and he's able to tank a bit because this attack doesn't penetrate invincibility. Okay, and then skill 2 will also apply all defense down and can be cancelled. Okay. He's actually doing really good damage. Look at the time. This is not bad. Follow up with skill 3 for immunity, super armor, and buffs to attack and defense. Again, it just like okay, I know I'm gonna have somebody in the comments that's gonna complain about this, but Blade is a vampire, so to me, having a vampire that cannot heal just doesn't seem right? Like even right here, they're showing you that when you're using Blade, you're not going to be using him with his own leadership. And the only way he can heal is under his own leadership, right? Which I think is the dumbest thing on earth, right? And without his leadership, his 4-star passive doesn't work. Like it's actually so stupid. Anyways, finish your rotation with skill 4 for excellent damage. I don't know what these devs are thinking sometimes, man. The damage on him does look good enough though to be doing a stage 60. Over to Twitter. So Blade takes to the night in a new monster slaying suit. Okay, so let's see what these guys have to say. Improve ABX, can guarantee CCA drop. Yep, basically everybody here is just saying improve rewards, improve rewards, improve rewards. Shadowland shop, I am here for that too. Improve daily rewards. Yeah, at this point we're just being ignored. Honestly, we're just being ignored. Let's see what these guys. I'm just waiting for the next update to happen. Starting to get fatigued in this game. Honestly, even with the next update, you're gonna be fatigued as well. Right? Yeah, keep pushing that. Yeah, right? They definitely keep pushing that uniform, bro. Wait to see if they. Yeah, honestly, I am waiting for that too, right? Let's go down here. Let's welcome Blade in his powerful new armor. Let's see. If this sneak peek was released tomorrow, we would have the uniform. Okay, no. Okay. Everybody's asking for better rewards, better rewards. It's so sad that basically everything will now be overshadowed by getting better rewards because these guys refuse to respond. Like, I would love it if they would just acknowledge the fact that we do need better rewards. That way people can see that they actually hear us and they're gonna change something, so people can actually give input on whatever it is that's being released, like the Blade uniform in this case, right? Nobody even cares for the most part. Like unless the the super diehard fans are lost in the comments here, nobody really. Oh, okay, thank you. Finally, for the most part, though, nobody really cares about Hello, everybody. What about if we stop playing one day to meet the Marvel feel the importance of hearing their players? We release 50 crystals per day, more CCF, more TCP, more gold. There are plenty of people in the game who spend hundreds, sometimes thousands, and like several console games, they don't understand we need more materials, game modes, etc. They won't play for a day. I think it would take more than a day, to be honest. It would take millions of people not logging in for like a week, which honestly, most of the people who play Marvel Future Fight, myself included, we are addicted to Marvel Future Fight, and they know this, and it's very hard to break that addiction when you've been doing something like 5-6 hours a day every day for like years, thousands of days. It's hard to stop, right? And they know that, so that's why they can get away with some of the bullshit that they get away with, right? So for the most part, everybody's just here saying better rewards, Shadowland shop, all that stuff, which honestly I think is it would be a start, but we do need more content. We do need like monthly events and bosses and all that stuff, but these guys are stuck in the pattern of new uniforms, new tier 3s, new awakenings, because that makes money, right? Sad, man. It's sad, man. It's really, really sad, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys are feeling in the comments besides the rewards that need to be buffed, because at this point, I don't think they even give a shit. They're just going to keep ignoring everything about rewards and just keep pumping out uniforms, awakenings, and all that stuff. So what can we do? That's honestly my feeling right now. What can we do? Let me know in the comments. Let you guys stay safe. Peace out.